Let's start by clearing the default scene. Press A to select all subjects, then X to delete them since we don't need them for this project. Now let's get a car model. You can use BlenderKit for free assets or download them from websites like CG Traders or Sketchfab. Now let's add a plane to serve as the ground. Hold Shift A, go to Mesh and select plane. Press S and move your mouse to scale it up. To scale it on a specific axis, press S followed by X, Y or Z. Now we will add a cube and adjust its size and position as needed for our scene setup. To modify it further, press Tab to enter edit mode. Select the top and bottom faces by holding Shift and clicking them. Then press X and delete the surfaces as we don't need them. To shape it more like a shed, we'll add a bevel to the edges. Press Ctrl B and move your mouse to apply the bevel effect. Now we want the same structure mirrored on the other side. Exit edit mode by pressing tab. Select the shed and go to modifiers tab. Add a mirror modifier and make sure to turn off the merge option. Then right click set origin to 3D cursor. Now you will see the mirrored shed appear on the right side. Let's now extend the base surface. Select the base plane, hold Shift plus G to duplicate it, move it forward and scale it slightly. To create a visual separation between these surfaces, add a cube, scale it down, then stretch it along one axis to make it long. Duplicate it again and place it at the back. Now let's add a vertical back surface. Duplicate the main base again, press R to rotate it 90 degrees, then position and scale it as needed. To give the boundary a bit of height, select the extended base, press tab to enter edit mode, and choose the three edges while holding shift. Press E to extrude them upwards. Now press A to select them. Now press A to select everything, then Ctrl A and apply all transforms. Now let's tweak the render settings for better quality. Switch the render engine to cycles, set both viewport and render samples to 80. Enable denoise. Turn on simplify. Change the color management from AGX to filmic and set contrast to medium high. Under output properties, set frame rate to 30 fps. Choose the output folder to save your render. I recommend selecting PNG format so you can pause and resume rendering later. If you want to download as a video file instead, select FFmpeg and under the container choose MP4. Now let's apply texture to our model. I am using Blender Kit again. Search for marble tiles, pick one of you like and drag it onto the base surface. Click the material preview to check if it's applied correctly or not. Repeat this process for shades and other surfaces. Choose texture as per your preferences. Time to add lighting and environment using HDRI. Press N to go to the Blender Kit tab and select HDRIs. Search for an environment you like. For this video, I am using a city HDR. You can also download HDRI from external sites like Polyheaven. Once applied, you will see the HDR lighting in your scene. Let's add cinematic camera movement. Press Shift A, add a camera and press numpad 0 to enter the camera view. Hold Shift and press the key above tab. And use WASD and EQ to move. Position the camera near the front tire for the first shot. To create that cinematic focus, go to the Constraint tab, add Track to and use the eyedropper to select the target object like the center of the tire. Press N, go to the Item tab and adjust the camera's XYZ positions for the exact location you want. Set the starting frame to 1. Press I to insert a keyframe. Now go to frame 300, adjust the final position and press I again. Now you will see the camera moving in a smooth cinematic motion. Exit the camera view, move to the new position for the second shot. Add another camera, press Ctrl plus 0 to make it active and Ctrl Alt 0 to snap it to your current view. Adjust its angle as needed. If there is no object to track in this view, add an empty and position it at the focus point. Use it at the target in the track to constraint. Also, under the camera settings, enable depth of field for both the cameras to get more realistic focus effect. Now go back to your first camera, jump to frame 300, set a new keyframe for starting position, move to frame 600 and set the final position. Repeat these steps to add a third camera for third shots, or you can also include more cameras for more shots further. render all the camera shots in one video, go to frame 1, select camera 1, press Ctrl 0 to make it active. Then press Ctrl B in the timeline. You will see a camera icon appear on the timeline. Repeat this for camera 2 as its starting frame and then for camera 3. Your scene is now ready to render with cinematic camera transitions, HDR lightings and texture models.